McDonald's sells billions of burgers a year. But burgers are barely the point. The real business hiding under the golden arches is something almost nobody orders. Let's break it down. Start with the size of it. By the end of 2025, there were over 45,000 McDonald's restaurants around the world. But here's the first twist. McDonald's doesn't actually run most of them. About 95% of those restaurants are franchised. They're owned and operated by independent business people. McDonald's itself only runs about 5%. So if it's not flipping most of the burgers, what is it actually selling? McDonald's revenue comes from two places: the handful of stores it runs itself, and the fees it charges the thousands of franchisees who run the rest. In 2024, the franchise side brought in about $15.7 billion. The company-run stores, despite selling actual food, brought in less, around $9.8 billion. And when you look at profit, the gap gets enormous. So, what exactly do franchisees pay? Two big things: a royalty, a percentage of every single sale, and rent. Because here's the part most people miss: McDonald's is usually the landlord. And look which one is bigger. In 2024, McDonald's collected about $5.6 billion in royalties on the brand, but $10 billion in rent. It makes nearly twice as much being a landlord as it does licensing the most famous logo in fast food. This is the secret the company's early leadership figured out decades ago. McDonald's, they realized, was not really in the hamburger business. It was in the real estate business, and the burgers were just what paid the rent. Here's the machine. McDonald's secures the location, owning or leasing the land and building. Then it leases that site to the franchisee, often at a healthy markup. The franchisee pays to build the business. McDonald's collects rent plus a slice of every sale for as long as that restaurant exists. And this model is absurdly profitable. For every dollar of revenue from franchisees, McDonald's keeps roughly 80 cents as operating profit. Compare that to its own stores, where it keeps closer to 15 cents after paying for staff, food, and everything else. Blend it all together, and McDonald's turned about 46 cents of every revenue dollar into operating profit in 2025. For a company most people think of as a restaurant, that is a margin restaurants simply do not get. So the next time you grab a value meal, look past the fries. You just helped a franchisee pay rent to one of the largest real estate empires on the planet. If you want more breakdowns of how big companies actually make their money, subscribe. That's the whole channel. See you in the next one.